Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Moletrap here, coming at you with some Starcraft action for the first time in quite some time. And I'm going to be getting into a game here in a little bit, but first I wanted to give an explanation of it and a bit of an introduction. And I realized that I probably wasn't going to have enough time before the game, and I'd be better to just have an entire explanation introduction video to kind of talk about what I'm planning and the current state of StarCraft and that kind of thing. So if you don't care about that at all and you just want to go straight to the game, it's in the next video. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about the games I'm planning on doing. First of all, though, I just want to comment on the fact that in the last several years, StarCraft has changed a lot, and its ability to be watched has changed a lot as well. When I first started watching StarCraft, it was before StarCraft 2 had even been announced, and I mean, there's plenty of people that are even more old school than I am, but I think it was like 2005 or 6 that I started watching professional Korean StarCraft. And back then, things were very, very, very different. And one of the reasons why I got into casting Brood War was because of the fact that it was just sort of like this golden dream of mine that, what if this was available in English? And I wanted to make that a reality for people and help people access it around the world. And the dream is real now, ladies and gentlemen. We live in a world where there are professional leagues, professional Brood War leagues being professionally casted and funded, being professionally casted by English broadcasters live, and that is pretty amazing. And I just think that is so cool that we live in that situation. And obviously Brood War is not as huge as some other games in the world, but just the fact that that exists, and some of the legendary players are still playing it as well, such that we get to not just watch the remains of Brood War, but we actually get to watch the highest level play that has ever existed still continuing to be played is just pretty amazing. And then of course there's StarCraft 2 as well, and all sorts of other esports that have grown around the world and become something that is very common and easy to watch, partly as a result of the success that Brood War and StarCraft have had in esports in the past. So I just think that's pretty cool, and I just wanted to comment on that and point out that here years later, I haven't been doing very much in esports at all for several years, but I'm really proud of where esports has gone in the world. So okay, enough nostalgic rambling out of me. Let me explain a little bit about what I'm planning on doing here with these games. Now, StarCraft Remastered came out a few years ago. If you haven't heard of it for some reason, it's basically a remake of StarCraft, or not like a remake, but redoing the graphics, upgrading it, upgrading BattleNet, just making it into like a real modern style game. And so a lot of people have been doing a lot of content since then. But what I want to do is kind of be StarCraft's history teacher and go back and look at some of the older games, the legendary games, and talk about where they came from and some of the older players that really created the momentum for the game and the sport of StarCraft, and just kind of revisit some really cool games from the past. And when I was in Korea, I got to meet some of these guys too. So hopefully I'll be able to provide a little bit of context here and there about some of the players personally. So that's kind of my plan right now. I have found an old stash of VODs from a group called MSL 100, which is basically like the MSL came out with the top 100 games of all time. And I don't have all of them. I may have all of them somewhere, but I found 20 of them at least. So I'm planning on going through some of those. And, if I run out of MSL 100 games, I still have old VODs from when I started casting, and I can redo some of those. So there's some material to work with. Now, I don't want to make any huge promises. I'm going to do at least a few of these games and see how they go and see how I feel. But, if it turns out to be something that I enjoy doing and that you guys enjoy watching, then it could be a long series. We'll see. In any case, so that's kind of the plan. So the next video after this on my YouTube channel is going to be one of the first MSL 100 games, and we're going to be looking at an old game from the early 2000s or maybe the mid 2000s. I'm not sure exactly when it's from. and so hope you guys enjoy it. Just quick side note, by the way, as well, I am probably going to be putting some other stuff on my YouTube channel, some other Let's Plays and what have you, and I'm also trying to do some streaming on Twitch. So if you're interested in watching me play some like turn-based strategy games or role-playing games, check out my Twitch channel too if you're interested. But anyways, on to the show. I'm going to go ahead and move on, and right now there should be a YouTube link. If you click on right there, then you should be able to click over to the game, and look out for more games coming in the weeks to come as well. Thanks for watching.